Hello everyone. This is Brian Inferno. This is the first episode of my Let's Play. This is the first time I've ever done a Let's Play, so put up with my nerves a little bit, would you? Figured I'd go ahead and give everybody a quick look at our server. Playing on a multiplayer server. There's only probably 7 or 8 of us right now that are playing. This is kind of our town square. We got my house going on over here. It's kind of an ugly monstrosity, but it just needed something temporary. We got Sense's house over here. We got Nathan's house over here. If I could run. It's pretty cool. I think he's got some villagers in here, but they might have all died. Let's take a look and see. Yep, they're dead. No more villagers. All zombies now. We got Demo's house over there in the middle of the water. He's another YouTuber. I'll throw a link up to his channel in the description. Noisy animals. Let's see, what do we got going on over here? Got our portal to the nether. Got a pretty cool looking hub in there. Did a little bit of work on that. We'll jump in there in a second and I'll show you. I spent most of my work helping build the roads here and working on this alchemy house. It still needs a roof. Just thinking of putting lava on the inside here and then putting glass on the outside of it. Give it kind of a cool look. So far, 2 or 3 people have already fallen into this hole. I've also seen a chicken, a creeper, and a skeleton fall in there. Just a couple quick areas to grab some water, start throwing on some brewing, and then if you come down here, we've got different areas where you can farm out mats. Each of these holds glass bottles. So I've tried to theme the rooms based on the materials that you're farming from them. Got a nice section here for your reeds. Some more bottles. Water underneath here. Oh, there's Demo. I think he fell in. Say hi to YouTube, Demo. I think that's the second time he's fallen in. I think we might throw an enchanting room back here. I don't know, it's kind of a pain to get back there since there's not really going to be a walkway down immediately into it. Got nether wart. Again, more glass bottles. I did fall in this lava earlier and lose a bunch of stuff. It was pretty annoying. Well, what can you do? Let's take a quick look in the nether, just so I can show you the hub. I helped do a little bit of work on it. It was already kind of pre-made. I just did the second level and doing the ladders. You'll notice, if you are a fan of the Hermitcraft server, that it's kind of similar. So, best form of flattery is imitation. I think it looks pretty cool. Alright, so what I was planning on doing originally was giving a quick look of the server, and then I was going to take off and start finding my own home, but still find myself wanting to do some work on the town here. Last night, a few of the guys went in and were able to kill the Ender Dragon. I think we have a video up for that as well. I wasn't able to make it, but I'll put a link up for that as well. Next step was working on an enderman farm, which I'm excited for. I had one in a server world that I had before that unfortunately got deleted, and it was nice being able to get all that experience so fast. So started doing a little bit of work, building out the platform for us, getting us a safe area to start building, and I think we're going to need a lot of tripwire for it, and we don't really have any skeleton spawn farms yet. So down in a hole over here, there's a mine shaft, and I was intent on scouting out some of the spider spawners, linking some of them up and start getting us some tripwire. So I think I'm going to go down there and start exploring, and once I find something interesting, I'll bring it back in. See you guys later. Well, that didn't quite go as planned. Went into the mine shaft at spawn, and there were no spawners. None. Not a single thing. So we went out to Diamond Tiger's place, because she said that she had found some cave spiders chilling around, so I got excited and had to come down, and we found 2 spawners relatively close to one another. This is by far the least efficient way of doing this ever, but it works. So as you can see, we got the spawners in darkness here. They spawn and fall down into the water. Pushes them forward to this glass area here. They will climb up, and above us there's some water traps. We'll go up so you can see what it looks like. So they funnel into these. Again, least efficient way to do this ever. Come down to the end here where we have just a little suffocator, and that hurts, of course. Yeah, you can't get that close or they'll poison you. Just been using this here to get enough string for the ender farm, since we need something like 9 stacks of it. Die spiders. Can't tell you how many times those things killed me today trying to get these spawners set up. A little bit of retribution is nice. Okay, so we have almost 10 stacks of string. Don't really think I need any more. So I figured that what I do tonight is start taking some materials down to the ender farm and get some boxes set up so that we were all ready to go once we had all the materials we need. Alright, we are back at spawn and I have a lot of materials on me for this ender farm. Probably isn't the smartest thing I've ever done, but we're going to go ahead and try to run this stuff. I hate this bug. We're going to try to run this stuff to the ender farm, and hopefully we don't fall in lava or fall off the edge of something and die and lose all this time worth of stuff. That would just be fantastic, wouldn't it? That's just pretty much how this game works, isn't it? Spend a bunch of time doing something. Some creeper blows it up. Okay, that's Sense's house. Need to go to Nathan's. Yes. Nathan found the fortress by his base. And it's not very far away. So the trip isn't too bad. Not terribly covered. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's just fine, guys. If you understand that reference, you get a high five. One thing I did want to talk about was, those guys really need to die in a fire right now. Yep, go ahead. Go ahead and die. Just die. No, nope. Especially this creeper. I don't care about those guys. They're as good as dead anyway. Alright. Geronimo! So yeah, I wanted to try to make my Let's Play a little different from the typical, well, Minecraft Let's Plays you see out there, because what is the fun in watching just another guy playing Minecraft? Plenty of people do it. Plenty of people have really cool things that they do. You know, could be boring just watching yet another dude building things, but I like to think that I have some pretty interesting ideas for some builds, and I really like the way that some of the more popular YouTube guys do it, where they're not necessarily filming themselves doing every last little thing they do, because exploring mines and looking for diamonds, it's just been done over and over again. So I like the idea of having a cool build idea, getting a few things done on the build, you know, maybe showing you guys some ideas of what's going on as we're building things, and then come back when there's some progress made. So having said that, now that we're at our temporary pad for the end farm, and if you've never seen one of these before, it's kind of cool. Basically, the idea is to get the enderman to spawn in the area that you designate, you have to go a specific distance away from them. I believe it's around 150. I think it's at least 128 blocks away from another spawnable surface. So we moved away, went all the way down to Y. Well, we're at Y2. I thought we were at Y1. Oh well, what can you do? Anyways, the idea is you go down to the lowest point that you possibly can so that you can build straight up. And, well, you'll see more of that as we build it. So I'm going to drop off these materials and stop here for right now. We'll see you guys soon. I've finished making some runs with materials here. Got a couple boxes out. I think Demo put some of his stuff in the last one. The easiest way to get out of here is just jump off and die. So put all your stuff in a box, come back with more. So we need quite a lot of building blocks. This is going to be pretty tall. A lot of the materials for the layers where the mobs will actually spawn and be pushed down. A couple more blocks. So if you haven't ever seen one of these built before, there's a couple great tutorials on the web. I think Docm was the first one to actually document a tutorial on this, and then it was updated by Panda using tripwires on the spawners, and you'll see where that is as we get up there. I'm probably going to be building most of this. I really do enjoy building contraptions like this, so I'm going to have fun doing it. I've already done it once before in another world, so it should be a little easier to do it this time. And anyways, I'm not going to go step by step and make a tutorial out of it. There's plenty of great ones on the internet, but I will go through a couple of the sections here and explain why we do it, just so you can see. And then if you're interested, go check out the tutorials and build one for yourself. And really do, build one for yourself. Do it. Build one for yourself. There's nothing better than 45 seconds to get to level 30 for an enchantment and the ender pearls. Oh man, I miss ender pearls. They're so great. Greatest thing in this game. Okay, so after we built out around 200 blocks or more from the load-in area, you want to make this platform here that we've made of the stone bricks and the cobblestone here. The idea is that from above here the enderman will fall, and like any other mob dropper, they're going to take damage. It would allow you to simply punch them to kill them. Since they're 3 blocks tall, this room is 2 blocks tall. They can't move out of it, and normally they'd be able to teleport, but we will fix that later with some water. All the netherrack here is just temporary platform, just in case we mess up and have to drop some stuff. We can come down here and quickly get it, or if we fall and die, which I probably will do several times, we'll be able to quickly come and get it. So this is the room where they're going to fall and collect. We want to make what's called a fall reset. And the idea is we're going to go up about 40 blocks. We're going to have different sections where the ender will not be able to teleport out of as they fall. And above that, we're going to have the different spawners where as they spawn, they're going to hit tripwire, be pushed off by pistons, they're going to fall. You got to separate out 40 of these. The drop reset allows us to control how hard they're going to fall and hit. So we're going to go up and hopefully place the ladders intelligently as we go, so I don't fall and die as we're doing this. So we're going to create a fall reset, so as they get pushed off from the spawners, they're going to hit this fall reset, and it's going to do just that. It's going to reset their fall. So if they drop from the highest spawner up in the sky, they'll hit this fall reset, which will slow them all down to the same speed, which means when they fall from there, they're going to take a consistent amount of damage, which means we're always going to be able to one-shot them, and there won't be too many of them that fall and die the moment they get past there. So I'm going to go up 40 here, and we're going to start doing some of the layers of half slabs so that they can't teleport out. And I will see you guys when we're ready to start creating the drop reset. We got a couple friends coming to visit us. I've got most of the server has been putting all of their resources together to get this thing built. It is very expensive. I think we actually have everything now. Fantastic. That's fabulous. That's a little bit of an inside joke. We're taking back the word fabulous. Say it as manually as you can. Manly as you can. That's fabulous. Uh, I'm a dork. Can't be helped. Uh, okay, so what I wanted to do, the last bit of our video here tonight, was to work on the drop reset here. So what I've done is we made that pillar up with cobblestone 40 blocks up. And from the top of our platform, we have building half slab rings every 2.5 blocks. So there's a 2.5 block gap in between these rings. It's just tall enough so that the enderman can't slip out of it. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to build the drop reset. Now I'm probably going to break after this from building it anyway, or I may make a layer or two of the spawn platforms. One thing that's really important, if you start building this and you don't have enough materials, and you can get quite a bit of spawns without having the whole 20 layers that you can max out at. I think the last one I built 15 layers and it was more than enough. Before I continue on, we're going to put buttons here at this bottom level. The point of the buttons is we're going to be putting vines above it, and the buttons will stop the vines from continuing to grow past that point. But when I built it in the last world, we only made 15 layers because we got lazy farming materials after a little while. And it was more than enough, man. Like, that stuff would just spawn all day, no problems. Sometimes we could even have 2 people in there farming guys, and you know, you could clear the whole waves of them, but if you waited just a second, they'd be right back down there and you'd be good to go. So yeah, one thing you want to make sure you do, if you pause, especially if you didn't have enough materials or you need to stop to go get more materials, whatever layer you stop on, make sure you torch up, because the enderman will spawn on top of it and they will make your life miserable. Absolutely miserable. Can't tell you how many times I was rushing through this project and forgot to torch up a layer and came back with 5 or 6 of them standing on top, and you have to carefully push them off. Not too much fun. Okay, so we could just let the vines grow. I think anybody that's made a tutorial for this has said the same thing. It's too damn lazy for that. So just place all the vines in their places. So this is our drop reset. The fall from after these vines is enough to leave enderman with the one-hit kill. And from this point on, we're going to be creating spawn pads, and the idea is they'll spawn and fall through some tripwire on this level, and each layer above it that is a spawn area, which will set off some pistons, which will fire them into this. They'll fall through the vines slowly, and then they'll fall down to our spawn pad. Nice easy way to start farming these guys up. I'm so glad I brought some ladders with me, otherwise this may have been a little bit difficult to get back down. So yeah, that's going to do it for the first episode of my Let's Play. I hope I was not too boring for you guys. Next time we'll have some footage of these spawners, and hopefully, I'm going to cross my fingers on this one, I'll finally be leaving spawn and going and finding my own place. I have some ideas that I wanted to explore. I've never built a base that was entirely in the sky, and I've seen a couple YouTubers that do it. Zisto on the Minecraft server is a perfect example. The buildings that this guy makes are amazing, but obviously without biting off of his style, I want to make something kind of cool in the sky. So we'll have to find a temporary spot where we can farm up materials and get ready to go, but then we'll be building straight up.